There are two apps that you absolutely need if you plan on doing much road tripping in your Tesla or in fact any other EV. So let's check these out. One thing a Tesla does quite well is route planning. You just put in where you want to go and it will plot the recommended stops for that car on that specific journey, including considerations for the traffic and your driving style. Your car will tell you where to go, what sort of percentage you're going to have when you arrive at that stop, and how long you're going to be charging there for. However, this route planning only takes into account Tesla Superchargers and not any of the other public fast charging stations from other networks. So in some cases where you're going off the route where the superchargers aren't available, you can use another app to plan your trip and locate these chargers. This app is also how you can plan your route for a non-Tesla EV that doesn't have inbuilt trip planning functionality. It's one of my absolute favorites and it's called a Better Route Planner, or in short, ABRP. Honestly, the app is absolutely incredible and I don't know how they've pulled off all this functionality that it has. It takes into account so many factors that affect your EV's range when planning your journey, and it's super customizable. What sets this one apart though is that you can also tell it what kind of car you're driving and it will calculate an estimated range based on the specifications of that particular model. It also takes into account things like weather and elevation changes. You can even manually enter in your estimated driving speed, departure charge, what charge you would like your car to have when you reach your destination, average energy consumption, and a whole lot more. And the real icing on the cake is that you can actually connect your Tesla account directly to ABRP and get real-time stats from that car loaded into the app to use for these estimates. To plan your trip, you just enter your starting point, your destination, as well as any additional stops you wish to make along your way. It will then tell you exactly where you will be stopping to charge and how long you'll be charging there for. Not only this, but you can tell the app that at this particular charging stop, I would like to stop for 45 minutes, or I want to eat here. It will then take this into account when suggesting how long you'll be charging for. This is a super underrated feature in my opinion. You can fully customize your trip and then you'll have it completely laid out in front of you. You can go as far down the rabbit hole as you like, but in the end, you get a very accurate estimate of what to expect from your trip. And from experience, I've found ABRP's estimates more accurate than Tesla's inbuilt system. The thing that I like about this better than the in-car navigation in the Tesla is that by default it goes for efficiency, which means it tries to get you from point A to point B as fast as possible. So that usually means more frequent but shorter stops at chargers when compared to what the Tesla navigation suggests. You can also easily tweak this setting if you instead prefer fewer but longer stops. I personally use this app for every trip I do, but for planning purposes only. You can of course use it for in-car navigation as well, but I do not. I prefer using the big screen in the Tesla for navigation, so when I get into the car, I just use the suggested stops from ABRP and plug it into the Tesla's nav. Give this app a go and let me know how it worked for you down in the comments below. I seriously can't recommend a better route planner enough. If you're enjoying the video so far, I would really appreciate it if you showed your support by smashing that like button, and please do consider subscribing to see more useful tips like these. Now the next app is another super useful app that I use called PlugShare. This allows you to locate and see all the chargers in a selected area, including Tesla Superchargers, DC fast chargers from all other networks such as ChargeNet, and also any level 2 destination chargers. There are filters in the app, so if I'm driving a Tesla Model 3 for example, I can filter chargers by the plug type of my car and it will only show me the chargers that have the CCS plug. Once you select a charger, you can see all the details about it, such as what type of charger it is, what kind of plugs or cable it uses, and other things like that. You can also see the status of the charger in the app, as sometimes some of them go offline or some of them are broken. So it's really useful to see the status of the charger before you arrive. So whenever you're exploring a new area on your trip and aren't quite sure where all the charging stations are located, this is a fantastic app to use for that. So now whenever we go on a road trip, we try to stay at a hotel or a motel with EV charging on site. And this process is super easy, as on a lot of modern booking sites such as Airbnb for example, there's usually a filter to only show accommodations with EV charging available. PlugShare is great for this too, as it allows you to find a hotel with a charger so that you can wake up to a fully charged car overnight. And honestly, this can save you a ton of time, especially when road tripping long distances. So when staying away, try and book hotels which have taken the effort to put these electric car chargers in. I think it's definitely worth rewarding them for doing that. If you found any value in these apps, then you must also check out this video here, as it's another powerful app that completely changes the way you interact with your Tesla. Thanks for watching, my name is Dhruv, and until next time, stay charged.